Sean, can you open up with just give us some injury updates? Obviously, you had some big ones tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't know probably as much as you want me to tell you here, as much as you expect me to know, but still waiting word. Obviously, we're praying for Dane and all of them really, Micah, and so we'll just see where it goes here. But to date, I think you guys know this already. Dane has, I think, full movement in his extremities, which is good. And I mean, you go from the real part of it here, guys, is you go from being a coach to just being a human when I'm out there watching him getting loaded into the ambulance, and that's a real moment. But just praying for him, and I mean, it's a unfortunate situation, but we're praying for him, and hopefully we get some word here soon.
It was such a difficult moment. How great was it to see the entire sideline come out and check on him and make sure he was okay? Yeah,
it felt like, I mean, I didn't look at the time, but it felt like a lot of the guys were out there. I think it says a lot about the guys, how much they care for each other. And you know, the game's important, and trying to win a game's important, but there's bigger things, especially at that moment, when their teammates down there, and you're just trying to care for them every way we could right then.
Sean, to clarify, even if there's not a medical update, have you just heard anything from Dave?
No, I saw him in the ambulance at halftime and walked into the ambulance at halftime, and he was right up here in the tunnel. So before they took him, so had a chance to talk to him real quick there before they headed out.
Just the effort in the run front tonight. Not a lot of lanes for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, thought that both coaching staffs with the defense, offense, special teams, they did a great job. You know, good game plans, players executed. I thought it was good fundamental football. I thought we were a little maybe erratic early, you know, and we settled in and started playing good disciplined football for the most part. I should say fundamentally strong football. We still need to add some discipline into what we do there.
He's a guy that can run through tackles, as you know. I mean, it seemed like your tackling was as sound as we've seen it against him.
Yeah, I would say, Chris. Yeah, I mean, it looked like I think he hit one off tackle there early in the game. Maybe got about 12 yards or so. 9 yards, okay. And then again, it looked like we settled in after that.
Sean, were you getting the sense as this thing was going on that nothing they could do was going to be able to control Stefon Diggs tonight? And they just, no matter what they tried, he was playing a different game tonight, it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, that last throw that Josh made and to Steph, and I'm just saying, go get it, man, go get it, and he got it. It was fun to watch. I mean, that was awesome.
Another thing that was fun to watch, Coach, Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano. Care to talk about the way they played today?
Yeah, I thought Tremaine was, going back to the tackling point, Tremaine was really tackling well. He's flying around, physical, leading our defense, getting us lined up, and then Matt to make that play, I thought that comes from film study. That's his preparation, and you see those two putting in a lot of time, even when meetings are over. They're in there watching film and getting themselves ready to go.
Sean, the first touchdown to Diggs, the one down here at the end of the half, was that supposed to be what was going to happen on that play? It almost looked like a schoolyard kind of play.
That's what they call it, schoolyard.
Seriously?
No, I'm just kidding.
It looked like a schoolyard going up in the dirt type of thing.
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, Josh bought some time, and that's a good defense. You know, I mean, Coach Vrabel does a great job. It's a good football team. Score got a little bit out of whack, you know, but that's a good football team, well-coached football team. So, yeah, Josh and Steph extended the play, and you know, we're on the same page there.
A week ago, you closed out 21 straight points. Today, 34 straight points. What's that feel like for you? What does that mean about your team? What does it say about your team?
Yeah, I think overall, like you know, the complementary football piece came in at the right time. You know, the special teams as well. And it wasn't just defense and offense. It was special teams contributed in there. And I thought Sam did a great job punting tonight, and the operation with T-Bass and Reed was at a high level, which is good to see.
Will you put any consideration into maybe punting more often moving forward with the way things worked out today?
We'll see. We got a tough game coming up, 6 days, quick turnaround. You know, 2-0 team in the division down there. They look really strong right now.
You mentioned your success against Derrick Henry today. Is there any extra satisfaction that you take just as a competitor? I know it's week-by-week league, But knowing the history you've had against this team and against him individually, as a competitor, as a coach, is there any extra satisfaction you take out of the effort your defense put forth in that regard?
Yeah, I think it's a good start. I really do. I mean, the fundamentals are showing up early in the season, and that's really what games come down to early in the year is fundamentals and taking care of the football. I thought we did a phenomenal job tonight with that offensively and special teams. And then defense got takeaways. So I just think it was all in all a good game plan by the coaches, and the players executed at a high level.
Well, this is your 20th straight win in the regular season that's by 10 points or more. Is that staggering to you? I mean, knowing how hard it is to win this league?
Yeah, I mean, we don't take that for granted at all. It's really hard to win. And so, especially we've got some guys banged up, coming into the game, and real proud of the way the guys that filled in stepped up. And that's what you have to do through the course of a season. It's a journey. And so we lost Gabe on Saturday, right? And then Shakir steps in, Jake steps in, and they raise their game, and that's what you got to do and through the course of a season.
Coach, you out there playing with Kyer Elam and Christian Benford. Care to talk about how well those guys are playing for you?
Yeah, I thought that they battled. I mean, when Dame went down, they were both out there the rest of not the whole game, but kind of the rest of the second there, and then third for the most part. So those guys continue to battle. They really embrace that growth mindset. They're working to get better every day. They're coachable. They listen, and they not only listen to their coaches, but they listen to the veterans that are around them.
Sean, in addition to the rookies having a good game, I mean, what does it say about a guy like Tyrell Dotson, who has a big play, and Greg Van Roten coming in and playing for Mitch Morse for a couple of series there?
Yeah, again, that's huge. It just seemed like it was a new player every series, if you will, and whether it was Van stepping in when Mitch went down, and the thing I love about it is there's no hesitation. They go, like, I look up and Van's already there, right, which is awesome, and that goes back to just the preparation that these guys put in. Some of these guys aren't starters that ended up starting at times during the game tonight, or starting the game, and so, they know, and it's a great example of what happened to Gabe this past week. Like, you think you're going to be inactive, but you got to prepare like you're not. You got to prepare like you're a starter. Another great lesson for our team to learn early in the season here.
Say two more for Sean, please.
That human aspect of coaching, what is it like to process all this tonight? A big win, but these tough injuries, guys stepping up, that's a lot at once. What is that like from your perspective?
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet that way. I mean, especially when we got those guys where they are, and just and we're here, and that's how the reality of the situation too is there's a lot of people that are going through things, right? Our team, there's a lot of guys on our team that have been going through things, and I'm real proud of the way that they got their mindset where it needed to be, at least for 3 hours tonight, because life is real, and things come up in life, and things that are way more important than football. I know that's hard for some people to understand, but the reality of it is, life comes into play from time to time. So perspective, right? We're very, very grateful to be able to do this. Very grateful for these guys that are coming in here right now. So appreciate it, but I'll turn it over to these guys.